What is going on? Oh, look, he's back now. A second ago, his door was open, so he got up and ran in his underwear all the way to close that door.
Wait, what? No, I'm not in underwear. Relax.
Hey, relax. All right, relax. What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the show. Yes, it is 2023, and we're back. We are back in the Zebraverse.
Until the Zebraverse is canceled.
Yeah, a universe that we cannot get out of, and a universe that Dawson is so fond of.
He does love this universe.
Like, man, that cyborg is really accurate.
Yeah, it is.
They whitewashed Aquaman. So stupid. Anyway, okay, so we got a bunch of different news that we're going to talk about today. One big major topic that we're going to talk about when a few others join in. But
others?
Oh, there's others. Yes, there are others today.
Room for more.
Room for more. But first, before we get to all that, let's go to this little, whatever the fuck you want to call it. This little snippet right here, and that's here's the suit from Gotham. Now, actually, when you see the whole suit, it doesn't look that bad.
Look at those thighs.
Look at the
cod piece looks dumb.
Which one?
The cod, where crotch is. It looks like diaper.
Actually, I wasn't looking at his crotch. I never did, but now you mention it. Your eyes went straight for it.
I was like, that something looks off to me.
I mean, like, it's not the greatest suit, but like, oh man, on the show it looked fucking terrible.
Yeah, it was. You know what the problem was? It was like the symbol. It was just like hanging out there, like.
It just looked like shit. It was bad lighting, bad everything.
Well, should never have gotten to this.
It wasn't supposed to, but it
was basically a version of Batman. It was Smallville, but for Batman, pretty much.
But for Batman. What's up, nerd Costa Nostra? What's going on, man? Good to see you there. So obviously the main topic today is going to be the hashtag sell ZSJL or sell the Snyderverse or lease the Snyderverse or whatever the fuck you want to call it to Netflix, right? And so we're going to talk about that at length, okay? I have my thoughts on that. I know Ryan does too, and I know Axel does. So we're going to really dive into that. Before we do any of that, let's see here. Mikhail King says, who is this dude? Oh, about the...
I think it's Michael. Michael King.
Mikhail.
Mikhail.
Talking about the young Superman. And we're going to go through a bunch of fan casting for young Superman as well, just so we can really rub it in everyone's face. I will be done with anything Warner Brothers. Yeah, and that's what a lot of people were saying. Ryan feels the same way that he's done with pretty much everything Warner Brothers.
I'm not done with Warner Brothers.
Oh, okay, DC.
Like, I'll watch another Matrix movie. No.
Hey, yo, that's fire.
Arr!
It's fire.
The new Matrix. I didn't like the new Matrix. I thought it was kind of stupid.
It started off good and then it trailed off to shit.
I like the premise of the story, but other than that, it was just kind of like
they were like, how do we get him back in the Matrix? I don't know. And then when we get him back in there, it's the same story.
And then Morpheus, like Lawrence Fishburne, was like, "Yeah, I don't want to be in that movie."
And then Yaya came in being like, "I don't want the red pill, I want the blue pill." Something like that.
Yeah, he came in and did his little thing, and that was just like whatever. It was all right. I don't think I haven't seen it since I saw it the first time.
Sure, it has no rewatchability.
Yeah. Although I know somebody who watched it in theater, then went home and watched it on TV immediately after.
It's fire.
But he will go unnamed. He may be joining us later.
I won't name him.
He's busy. He's all around. He's just across the world.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Like, I had something set up.
We got there. We
got something set up. And I'm
so Axel, usually those lights, you keep them off screen.
Yeah, I know. I
guess you can keep it on screen. It'd be like a.
I only just started.
He's gonna switch to his other camera.
Yeah, his other camera is like his crotch.
Yeah, the other camera. Relax. Yeah.
Okay, so and then
and down under they do things backwards.
You know that's true, mate. Oh, it's
No.
time for the bedroom, I reckon.
We point the light at the mirror and let the mirror shoot the light at us.
You know what
You
they
haven't
say
thought about that
a
one,
film,
have you?
right? It
It
never comes
magnifies it.
It magnifies.
Okay, so let's go to some breaking news that dropped a little bit earlier today. Okay, a rumor from the Direct. Adam Driver is reportedly Marvel Studios' top choice to play the Fantastic Four's Reed Richards. Okay, so guys, how do we feel about Adam Driver being Reed Richards? He's a good actor. I like him, but I don't know if he's
tall and lanky.
He is tall and lanky.
I don't see
And
it.
he can play
I
the
don't
nerd.
see it. I don't
I
see
mean,
it.
He's got really big ears though.
and-
He's hiding them right now.
Bro, he's like Will
hiding him.
Smith. He's got like freaking huge ears.
But I mean, he just did, the Star Wars sequel trilogy.
Oh, what? He hasn't done anything since Star Wars. He's done a lot since Star Wars.
No, but what I'm
Yeah.
saying is that he's already worked with Disney, so it's easy for them to kind of bring him right back in.
They do bring their talent back in.
Yes.
They do treat their talent right.
They
unlike
recycle.
Unlike
They
other
recycle.
studios.
Well, I mean, we know now that John Krasinski is not going to be Reed Richards.
Krasinski, Mike Wazowski. Yeah, John Krasinski was just like, all right, we're gonna do this just to get the fans.
And then he was like,
that's where Warner Brothers actually got the idea to do. Like, hey, yeah, no, let's do that to Henry Cavill.
Yeah. We're going to bring him in, and then you're never going to see him again.
No, it was like, you know what? It's that video of Henry where he's saying, "I am back as Superman," and then it's James Gunn. It's like that scene from Shrek. And he's like, "Yeah, like that's never going to happen." Yeah.
I would have gone with the ending.
God fucking damn it!
I would have gone with Indiana Jones saying, "You son of a bitch."
You son of a bitch. So I think Adam Driver's a good choice. I think he's a great actor, very versatile. Versatile, but at the same time, he wouldn't be my first choice for Reed Richards, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't be upset if that was a choice.
That's just
Everything
like,
he's
I'm
done,
sorry,
I've
that's
liked.
just like, again,
I have a
going back
feeling they're
to
going to
Henry
cast him for
Cavill.
Doctor Doom.
Same thing with Henry Cavill being fan cast as Doctor Doom.
I know.
Or, whatever.
Hyperion, remember that?
Hyperion.
RJ, where are you?
Yeah, I mean,
It's basically
all
a
that-
type
Hyperion.
pretty much.
They're like,
Pretty
yeah,
much.
this guy. And
This
then they throw his
decent
name
guy.
out there. This is the guy.
You think your brain's so big? What's up, Prima? Saying what's up,
Yo,
you guys?
What's
Christian
up?
Richard saying hello, my friends. What's up, Chris?
Yo. Hey,
we
how's
got
it
Niner
going?
for life in here saying, hey, Andre, hey, Ryan, what's up? Dude,
Yo.
how about them damn Niners, man? How about them Niners? They're
I
going
don't
to
know what
play
that
the Seahawks next week, and they're going to kick some ass, too. I'll tell you that. We got Puss in Boots now. Puss in Boots, I just want to say.
I did see
Ryan
Yo, that
just
movie,
saw
I-
Puss in Boots.
Yeah,
I saw that too. It was really good. I was like,
it was okay.
Ryan
The
loved it.
ending wasn't the greatest.
He
The
loved
best
it.
part about the film for me was death.
oh, the wolf. Yeah, that
Yeah, the
bro,
wolf.
that was cool.
I liked his
Death
look.
is a wolf.
Puss in
Is it like the wolf from Never-Ending Story?
It had
From Wall
no connection to any fairy tale. It was just death, and he was a wolf because Puss in Boots is
Okay.
a cat.
Yeah,
So
because
what you're
didn't we
saying is that
see,
Puss
like,
in
a-
Boots
That
is
wasn't
Goldilocks.
Goldilocks.
Yeah, didn't we see like a big?
No, that was
bad wolf in the
Goldilocks and the
Shrek
Three
movies?
Bears.
Yeah, that's a fairy tale.
Not the wolf.
I'm not talking about.
There's
I'm
a
talking about the wolf. Get the hell out! If you're not on the show, you can't talk.
Is
Get
it
out
talking
of here.
about Little Red Riding Hood?
No, that's
Little Red Riding Hood is in there. No, it's not. No, she's not.
No, she's not.
Goldilocks is in it with the three bears,
Yes.
but they had three bears in
Voiced by
Shrek,
Gunn.
so these are three different bears.
So they introduced 3 new bears.
Three new bears because they had three bears in the first Shrek.
Yeah,
but
that's
they,
right.
But they killed Mama Bear and made her a rug.
Yeah, that's right. Like if you look closely, like
So it's
That's
they're,
pretty,
they're
that's
fucking
pretty-
up their own continuity. I like it because of that. So that I gotta give
Yeah.
it.
Okay, let's go
Hey.
Niners.
Get the hell out of here!
Get out of here.
You don't even. If you don't have a chair, you can't sit here.
You can't sit here.
Get out of here, Stubby.
He's looking bigger than you are. He's just like,
Yeah,
yeah, you're a big
yeah
guy.
he's hitting the gym.
He just told you to shut up. Your own son fucking told you to shut up. Can you fucking?
Yeah. There's no respect in this house.
No respect. I tell ya. No respect. Okay, so in preparation to reprise his role as Wolverine, Hugh Jackman says he has 6 months to get back into shape. For 6 months, I'll be. Actually, you know what? Axel, why don't you read this? Because you're Australian.
All right, for 6 months, I'll be with my family and training. That's my only job, mate. Fuck you, cunt.
So, are you guys excited to see Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine? I am.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
But at what point? At what point do we have to say, okay, we need to find a new Wolverine?
We need a new Wolverine.
Well, yeah, we need one eventually. I'm like,
no, we need one like yesterday. We need one like last year.
That's
we
actually.
I'm sorry, we've had 20 billion fucking Batman. And like one Wolverine, and that's it. And we're no more. There's nobody else can play Wolverine.
But he's really good at it, though.
yeah.
I like Hugh. I wasn't a huge fan of the Logan story, but I like Hugh as Wolverine. I'm sure that this will be funny. And you got Ryan Reynolds, and so
he's gonna play the same character like he does in every movie. You know?
Yes, that was my son. Yes.
He goes, I thought it was your brother or friend.
Yes, we have been confused for brothers. Is that your brother?
It went from son to brother to friend.
Man!
No, it's just some
I thought it was
How the hell is this gonna be?
I thought it was your neighbor's cousin.
I thought it was your brother-in-law.
What is this? What are you guys doing? What's up here, Jason?
We're building the studio.
Yeah, as we're streaming.
As you're streaming. Sounds about right. Christopher Bouchard writes, are you going to watch TCU versus Georgia tonight? I am. Axel doesn't know what we're talking about, and Ryan can care less. But when JCS comes in, he'll be like, oh, yeah.
He's going to be like, hey, yo, get the fuck out of here. It's fire.
That's where he is right now. He's watching the pregame.
Is that what he's doing?
No, I have no idea.
It would surprise me. Shit.
That's probably what he's doing. He's getting his grub on, and he's getting ready.
But look how good he looks, though. I mean, that
was like from 10 years ago.
That was the Wolverine.
Yeah, I like that movie too. The Wolverine.
That's not bad.
I like
that movie.
I thought it was.
I
good.
like it. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm sorry, dude. He's getting up there in age, and I'm losing my fervor for seeing this cat as Wolverine.
Well, I would say that he looks great right there, but this was how many years ago?
10.
Like 10 now.
Yeah. So 10 years later, can you still capture that same musk of Wolverine?
Musk.
I think you can. I mean, look, I think in this movie they're not really going to make him do any of these kind of shots. I think
I think you can still look pretty ripped being old.
Since it's the MCU,
I mean, Tom Cruise did it. You know, Tom Cruise was shirtless in Top Gun Maverick, and he pulled it off.
I wasn't looking at that. I was paying attention to a good story.
Slipknot fan writes, "Who will be the new Wolverine?
Somebody good.
Somebody
to love."
Yeah, I don't know who it's gonna be, man. I mean, there's a lot of actors out there. But
Hugh Jackman.
My choice is Carl Urban, but I don't know if he'll do it.
But he's old, and he'd be a good choice, but he's just as old as fucking Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, he's up there, man. He's up there. These cats are getting old.
They're getting old.
Maybe get Michael Cera, because he never ages.
Michael Cera, yeah,
because he never ages, and yeah.
Oh man, you can't put Scott Pilgrim in make him Wolverine.
That's not how you put butts in seats. I'll tell you that.
That is not how you do it. You get geriatric Michael Keaton in there and make him bring butts in seats.
Geriatric Michael Keaton. Scott Eastwood, it wouldn't be a bad choice, but he's also too old.
I mean, he's younger.
Is too old.
He's younger.
Do you want him to be like?
I mean, who the fuck do you think you are, Yoda?
Too old. Too old to begin the training.
Thomas Wayne's up in here.
I know.
No.
You know what? I have to send him a link because he's been asking me since a few days ago.
Oh, really?
Just be careful. He might be on the bourbon again or something.
He said he doesn't drink anymore, but we'll see.
Okay.
He says he doesn't drink. He
doesn't drink.
I can't even piss standing up.
He's at it again. And then also in other news, Avatar continues to dominate the box office.
Yeah.
Here is Krypton with his dog. What's up, man?
What the dog doing?
You know, every time you join my show, you always start off really shitty, like you can't even like communicate, and then you slowly kind of like work your way in. But
checking the frequency.
Yeah, he's like, oh, there goes.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
Well, thanks for joining. We appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.
Would Jean-Claude Van Damme be a good pick if he was younger? No, I don't think so.
Let me look up what he
Wolverine.
Like. Wolverine? No. I think. Oh God, he's at it again.
Yeah, no, I don't see it.
Oh,
he got it again.
Maybe for a Colossus, but
so Avatar: The Way of the Water is around 200 million away to surpass Spider-Man: No Way Home. How could it? God damn it!
I haven't seen it yet.
RJ's rolling right now, like no.
He's like, this is bullshit.
I've seen it. I'm gonna go watch it this week.
I haven't seen it yet. Okay, so let me tell you the story behind Avatar,
Right,
okay? And
everyone
why I
does.
haven't seen it yet. Because Ryan is actually coming to California at the end of the month. And so when he comes down here, then we're going to go see Avatar and give you our honest reaction to the movie. And that'll be coming in time. But anyway, it's going to surpass Spider-Man No Way Home and become the 6th highest grossing movie of all time. Do we think that this movie will wait, what is number one? What's number one?
Avatar is.
The original Avatar.
Mm-hmm.
So,
2.93 billion. Sorry, 2.9.
I was like, well, that's not a lot of money.
Yeah,
movies, but yeah.
It has almost $3 billion.
So I guess in the grand scheme of things, this one fell short. Well, we still have another month to go at least. So
Sure.
But I mean, I want to see.
There was a lot of people. I mean, even the time frame or the time span between the first Avatar and the second Avatar, a lot of people were apprehensive about going, even though there's been a lot of good reports, a lot of good feedback and all that.
A lot of good PR.
A lot of good PR. Like a word of mouth.
Man, it hasn't been out for a month yet.
What's that?
It's out in a month next week, right?
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
What is
so? It's dominating,
but on the 16th.
But at the same time,
oh, okay.
Like Spider-Man: No Way Home. I mean, there was nothing out at that time. I mean, we're coming off the pandemic, and this thing came out and did amazing. I thought it was a good movie. I really liked it, but
I saw it on the plane. Well,
No Way Home
from Italy. Yeah.
Yeah. No Way Home was a good movie, and I have to go back to the reason why it was a good movie was because of the villains.
Yeah, and it was also nostalgia and stuff like that. So it was like into that because we knew they were coming and people were like excited for that. And
it was a fun movie.
It was a fun movie.
There was a lot of talk where like the Multiverse of Madness was going to do the same thing. It did not.
Nothing did.
It did not do the same thing. It came and left in a huff.
In a huff.
It was just
it huffed and puffed and it
was gone.
Went away.
It was gone. Itself away. Yeah, there we go.
But guys, thanks for joining us. Like and subscribe. We appreciate all of the support. Check out our Project Justice League that came out just this last month. Super dope. Let us know what you think about that. And that's one of the reasons why we're getting together in February. We're going to go out and party. Everybody's invited.
Yeah. Axel's invited, but unfortunately he's in Australia, so he can't make the trip.
I will come. I just got back from Italy, so yeah.
That means you can fly anywhere, right?
It's gonna be It's gonna be a huge after party. You don't want to miss it.
Yeah,
and we're gonna get lit.
Strippers are invited.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. Avatar is Fantastica.
Fantastica.
Okay. Here's a question from Movie Guy. He says, "Do you think Gunn recast Superman because something personal with Henry, or did the studio still have some of Toby's group still around, or do you think Gunn just wants to do his own thing?" I think Gunn just wants to do his own thing.
Yeah, Gunn wants to do his own thing. He wants to
Jonathan. His version of Jonathan Kent is going to be like, Jor-El may have been your father, but he wasn't your daddy, or some shit.
Dude, it could be anything. See, that's why I'm like kind of like optimistic about it. Because like, come on, dude, it's like a 10-year plan. He's going to turn 40 this year. So, I mean, I think, and I hope this happens, that in 5 to 7 years, he does, Kingdom Come. He does a Kingdom Come movie and has Cavill as Superman. He's just like, he's not the main Superman for his DCU. But he said there's going to be, he's stating that there's going to be like alternate, different reality elsewhere in the shows and stuff like that. So let's say, let me give you an example. We have the new Superman and all that stuff. They do an Elseworld story, and they have Cavill as and they have Apple. Things like that shit could happen. We don't know. We don't know what the plans are.
And Michael Keaton could be Thomas Wayne.
There it is. There it is. I was waiting for that.
I'm not saying Snyderverse anymore. Snyderverse is dead. I don't give a fuck.
Oh,
Snyderverse.
Wow.
Hey,
the Snyderverse I'm watching. The
Hey,
Snyderverse
Krypton,
I'm watching is
don't
Rebel
listen to
Moon.
Nation hear you
I
say
know.
that. They'll come after you in droves.
No, the Snyderverse I'm watching in Netflix is gonna be Rebel Moon. That's the Snyderverse I'm watching.
I think they're saying
I
right
mean,
now. No,
according,
I agree.
according to
Rebel Moon's
Dawson,
amazing.
like you're not ready for it.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
He was definitely paid to say that. I don't give a shit.
And I think the Flash is gonna be off the fuck. I think that it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna be awesome.
What?
I think
What's
Reading
up,
golf
Isaac?
balls.
Hey, Isaac. What's up?
I think because there's gonna be nostalgia on it. There's gonna be something gonna happen with this thing, but I think it's just a little fresh take, and I have my opinion on the storyline of the Flash. I think. Okay, listen to this.
Whoa, hold on. Krypton, what are you talking through? Like a can and two strings? I mean,
Well, you can't hear me with that music. It's really loud.
no, it's
What
not.
music?
It's not that
The
loud.
music is in the background. Can you
Oh,
hear
that's
me
what
better?
it is.
You have music in the background. Oh, okay.
No, I don't.
Okay, lower your stereo.
Yeah, lower it down. All right.
I don't have
Watching
music in the
very
background.
much
Wait, hold
loud.
on.
All right,
Here,
turn
here.
your radio down.
I'll
You
turn the
can-
music off, okay? Go ahead and talk now.
But what I was saying, like I had a theory about.
Holy shit, that sounds way better.
Yeah.
I have a theory about the Flash. I think that what could happen to the Flash, right? In the
Thomas Wayne.
beginning, he's in blah blah blah, right?
Oh,
Kind of
I
has
thought
the
the same
idea.
thing.
You know, he's in the Snyderverse, whatever.
Blah.
Yeah, he's with Affleck and all that in the beginning.
Yeah.
And I think that now the fact that he knows that he can go back through time. Okay, this is what I think. He knows he can go back to time. He's gonna try to save his mom because of the whole dad and try to save his dad and stuff like
Okay,
that.
that's kind of
And
been put out there already, but I
Okay,
get you.
okay, but you know,
what about-
but
are
instead
the
of
killer-
Flash,
I've never
but
heard this.
like
Are
no,
there
because
killer
that's
tomatoes?
Flash.
Are
Just
there
listen,
killer
listen,
tomato
listen.
cans in this?
Because that's
Yeah,
Flash,
can of tomatoes.
right? That's Flashpoint.
Is he gonna order
We
a
know that's
sandwich?
Flashpoint, right? But I think that while he's trying to go back, he actually jumps into the other universe. He never saves his mom. So like in the video that he sees his mom there, that's the other Flash's mom, right?
What?
Okay. Let me say this. And the thing is that the reason why the other Flash becomes evil is because this Flash, for something happens that this Flash's the new Flash's mom dies. Right? This is what I think is gonna happen. The new Flash mom's the Flash in the alternate universe dies because the other Flash is there, our Flash is there, right? So what happens is that he comes back from the past when he's trying to go back, and he becomes the reverse Flash of the Flash that's in the new universe. So it's like a play on thing. He's gonna be actually our Flash is gonna be the other guy's reverse Flash because of him. His mom died. You know the whole thing. That's how. The whole reverse Flash attitude, with him killing his mom and stuff like that. But it's gonna be like an accident where the new kid, the new Flash, his mom dies in their universe, and then that's when he comes back in time and he's trying to kill this Barry because this Barry is like, well, she would have still alive if you never came back in time. If you never jumped to this universe, she would have never died. So that becomes his reverse Flash. So our Flash is the other reverse Flash. So that's why he comes back from the future to try to kill this Barry. So it can erase what he did when he came into that universe. That's what I think is going to happen.
Okay.
So I think that our Barry is going to be the other Barry's reverse Flash because
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's like a. What I'm trying to say is it's like it's Flashpoint, but not really Flashpoint. It's like a derivative of Flashpoint.
It's like Flashpoint with Michael Keaton's Batman, so that makes it different.
What? Batman?
What?
No, I still think he's Thomas.
Yo, out of all that shit you just said, you still think he's Thomas? Okay,
That makes the most
but
sense.
I think
to
it makes
me. And Jack Nicholson is his mother.
I'm like, I was thinking about it. Why would we want to see Flashpoint again? We've seen this shit like in the comics. We saw the anime.
General audience
So
hasn't seen
General
Flashpoint.
audience doesn't know.
Well, I mean, but people know
Yeah.
about Flashpoint. But I'm just saying. But the thing is that, but the general audience, I understand the general audience hasn't seen it.
Mhm.
But the thing is that we've seen it, and a lot of fans have seen it. So why would we want to see something again? So make it Flashpoint, but change it around a little bit. And I think that's a perfect way to change it. If they do it that way, that basically is Flashpoint, but in the other Flash's point of view, not our Flash, but his point of view, where because of our Flash, his mom dies, and then he becomes the evil Flash, trying to be, because he thinks he's the evil guy, right? So it's all about perspective.
Okay.
I haven't seen the movie yet, so I don't know.
I haven't seen the movie either.
I haven't seen the movie either. But I think it's all about perspective, because the Flash that is in the new universe thinks he's, it's like that. So it's his reverse.
So he's the Flash, but he's not the Flash.
So what's the point?
What are you talking about?
What's the point of him being the Flash?
Supposedly the other Flash is going to be the villain, right?
Okay.
Supposedly the other Flash is going to be the villain that's going to come to the future, try to kill this Barry, right? Why will this Flash want to try to build this Barry? And my logically, I'm like, the only way he want to kill him is because something happens to his mom because of this Barry, and then this Barry becomes his reverse Flash.
Uh-huh.
That's what I was thinking in my mind. It's like, because he thinks because if it wasn't for him coming to this universe, his mom would still be alive. That's what I think.
Integrity. Oh my god. He's at it again.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's the answer right there. Sell it to me.
Oh hell!
I'll make it into something that you couldn't possibly imagine.
Nicotina.
Just make sure to add more blood.
Interesting.
If you want a link, Isaac, let me know and I'll send you one. Although I can't find him on Twitter. I don't know where he's at. I tried to look him up on Twitter. Couldn't find him. He's got some kind of funny name.
Some kind of funny name.
He does. Is it 2 A's? I don't know. Oh, I found him.
I'm done with this whole bullshit with the whole
With what?
With the whole Cavill and I'm done with it. People are like, all this whole shit now, selling it to Netflix. What the hell's wrong with
that ain't gonna happen.
It's ridiculous.
We're not even there yet.
Dude, but Zach likes the idea. Zach liked the idea of Project Justice League. Doesn't mean he's gonna produce it and fully promote it.
No.
He didn't do that. So he likes a lot of things. So I don't know. He also liked the article by Mikey Sutton. I don't think he actually endorses Mikey Sutton, but you never know.
Yeah.
And you know what?
He also likes carpool karaoke, according to that Stephen Colbert.
And you know what's that? It's ironic, right? Is the fact that this is what Hamada's plan was anyway all along, was to do a whole reboot. And we were like, no, fire him. We were all like, fire him. The new regime is coming. That shit. And it's like egg on our faces now, because they're doing exactly what Hamada wanted to do.
Well, I mean, and look, when people say that, DeLuca and Abney, they wanted the Snyderverse. No, what they were doing is when you come in to a company to be the heads of Warner Brothers Pictures and also oversee DC Films, right, or DC Studios, what have you, is your first assumption going to be, hey, let's just fucking reboot everything? Fuck it, let's go. Oh wait, we got to watch over all the movies. Oh shit, no, they're going to be like, hey, let's calm down on this, and let's just weather the storm, buy some time until we get somebody in here who knows what the fuck they're doing. And in the meantime, let's just expand on what we have. And I'm sure Alan Horn, when he was there, he's probably like, hey, look, you already got characters. Let's just roll with these guys. Okay, James Gunn and Saffron come in. They go, yes, this is really cool. Here's my notes. And we're going to do something different. Okay. Yeah. And that's it. Because they hired the guy to do it.
Dude. It's like, do you remember when Affleck, even Bale, when Bale was called to be Batman and shit, everybody's like, oh, it's gonna fucking suck. When Affleck did it, oh, he's gonna suck. How can you be bad? And dude, the best Batman on the fucking planet, dude. Same thing as Cavill, dude. Everybody was like, we don't know these actors. These are actors. They're professionals that know how to fucking do their job. So we don't know if the next Superman or the next Batman is gonna be fucking epic. We don't know. We don't know who those actors are going to be. Hopefully, I need them young, dude. I do not need 50-year-olds and 40-year-olds and 35-year-olds. I need them in the 20s. If they say Teen Titans, I need them to be teenagers. Okay?
Yeah, exactly.
If it's Teen Titans,
but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. If you get them as teenagers, they're only good for about a couple of years, and then they get older. And they're like, uh-oh.
No, I mean the Teen Titans. No, because it's Teen Titans, and then it's just Titans,
Titans.
Yeah.
Kittens.
Yeah, because they grow up, you know.
Fuck.
Yeah.
But you know, but things like that, isn't this a Blue Beetle a perfect segue to do Teen Titans?
I mean, it could be
It's
good
like
segue.
that's the intro for
It could have been,
but if you ask Ryan, they are not going to continue on with
They're not
anything.
going to do shit with Zolo after that.
No, I think they will. I still stick to my guns.
I don't
the
think
Flash,
that they're going to hold on to everything.
The Flash will be the jump point, the new DCU. Let's welcome Frank. What's up, Frank?
Hello. What's up?
Yo.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Am I too loud?
Yeah, a little too loud.
A little too loud.
You came in hot.
Ryan, you don't think they're gonna have a solo after this?
Is this better?
He's gonna get his own solo movie.
I think Gunn, if they ever do Blue Beetle in Gunn's universe, then Gunn will want to do whatever the fuck. But
I think they're gonna smash
all
all the
the thing
universes
is
together,
that Blue Beetle's an ancillary character, so he's not a main character. He's not somebody that that everybody puts a whole lot of stock into or whatever. So it's a possibility, although small, that they would continue and do something else with him.
No, but I think that's why you wrap him into that. You introduce him as one of the team, because he is a Teen Titan. And you're going to introduce
one
of the first Teen Titans.
Wait. You're going to introduce him how the movie's already shot. It's done. You're going to introduce him.
No, I'm just saying no. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that this is the first Teen Titan you're actually introducing. Not that he's a Teen Titan yet. You know what I'm saying, right?
No. Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to shoehorn something. And that's not going to happen.
Well, I don't know what's going to happen, though.
That's not going to happen.
Look, I think my opinion is that the new universe will start from the Flash because it was already meant to do that.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to do that if you're James Gunn. Like, hey, we're going to jump off that movie and I'm going to start my new universe right there.
Aquaman as Aquaman. And that's why you keep, Blue Beetle and all that. He's not going to be that way, dude.
I think it is.
I think Gunn's gonna want to do his own shit. He wants his own paddle.
He's gonna bring back Kevin Spacey.
I just think it's weird if you. Well, here's the thing: you're not going to get another film until like 2024 at the very earliest. There's no way you're going to get one in 2023. I mean, I'm sorry, 2025. 2025 is when you'll get a new DC movie.
No, I think 2024 is going to be the year.
They can't. I mean, they have to go in production.
The first movie that Gunn is going to
listen
in production is going to be the flagship, which is going to be Superman. He's going to, and that's the springboard. Same thing with Zack Snyder and.
I mean, he did say, Gunn did say that he gave them notes for
he gave them notes. Right. He didn't give them notes for like huge narration like this.
Well, you don't know. You haven't read the notes.
Okay.
I mean, he's under NDA.
But if he did give them notes, then he gave them notes as far as like what he would put in, as far as like maybe
like extra shit,
shit that he's normally gonna do, like or that he normally did with like his Peacemaker show. Just it's gonna be small notes. It's not gonna be like, hey, this is the notes that I think you should do to like fucking change the narrative. He's not gonna give the narrative notes.
Fucking whatchamacallit, one of those fucking post-credit scenes and shit. That's the note there.
I mean, it would make sense if at the end of the Flash, they made reference or something to a new Superman. If that doesn't happen, then Ryan's right. It's all over.
Dude, or like like at the end of the Flash, he opens up and you see all the different fucking.
The new Superman that you're talking about is Sasha Kaye. She's the new Superman for the Hamada new universe or whatever. That's what and just like your homegirl Grace Randolph said, they're going to be
What's up, Allie?
Hey, what's up, lady? Sorry you couldn't stop by. Definitely would have liked your input on some of this stuff. But like there's supposed to be some footage of Henry that's going to be used in the Flash.
Yes.
Just to sort of, and that's still supposed to be there, and that's kind of it. I want to say that Gunn's cast his Superman, but he's not going to reveal that until he decides to.
I think Superman's coming out. I think Superman's coming out in December of fucking 24. They have enough time, and this is.
They have to get started
for you and your timeline. I want to see your timeline because you got.
No, but I'm just saying it doesn't matter. I just
Superman. No, what Rebel Moon 2, and you.
No, but listen,
is it on a wall?
But Ryan, listen.
Listen,
dude, Dune. This is why I'm saying that the reason why I can do it because Dune 2 is coming out in November, and they just finished. They wrapped up. They were 3 months. They wrapped it up in what was it? I think it's September. It was the wrap up. They did it for 3 months. That's a huge sci-fi movie. It's coming out this November. It's coming out this November. So you're telling me that between now and December of 2024, they can't have a Superman movie? That's 2 years.
But okay, so you're basing it off of nothing, though.
I'm just basing it. I'm not saying.
Who's to say that?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying. What I'm saying is that.
But see, you have it all worked out in your mind of like release dates and shit.
No, I'm just saying that they have to have three. They have to have at least 3 more movies for 2000. They have one right now for 24.
Okay, well, Blue Tortoise Sports has a good point. 2025, so the first DCU movie in this new universe is going to be alongside goddamn Secret Wars and Kang Dynasty. It's true. I mean, you have heavy hitters coming out that year, and so that's what leads me to believe that. Like, how can you restart everything when you have the MCU dropping bombs?
I know,
and also Avatar.
That's why this whole thing doesn't make any damn sense.
I'm sorry, dude, but even that, like Krypton. Let's just say it's not a Superman movie. Let's say it's the Matt Reeves Batman 2.
Yeah, anything. It doesn't matter.
The Batman.
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be Superman. But the Superman movie that he's quote unquote writing himself is going to be his springboard into whatever the fuck he's gonna do.
Whatever the fuck he's gonna do.
I know this is like kind of like it's annoying, but you know what? I don't mind it. If you're gonna replace everything, replace everyone, dude. I don't mind it.
I think, and I think that
everybody's old.
Would be more interested in doing because he wants the accolades. Because right now, dude, Zack Snyder's like, oh man, hey, pat on the back, dude. Gal Gadot, you didn't, you're not going to be able to do your ZSJL 2 and 3. I'm sorry, Integrity, but. Man, you hired a fire actress for Wonder Woman, and so accolades go to there goes. And so accolades go to Zach for that, and the same thing with Henry, dude. You got to everybody's like, oh man, he's the perfect Superman, all this stuff, great, but again, you give props to Zach for hiring him.
Yeah, and he wants props for himself. I know.
Same thing with the Flash, man. That's why this Flash movie with Ezra. In my opinion, is one and done. Ezra's going to have his movie.
I just can't see it happening. I'm sorry.
I don't think Ezra's going to be.
No, you can't see it. You just don't want to see it.
No,
I don't think Ezra's one and done. I really don't think. It doesn't make any sense.
I believe Ezra is.
I think it's definitely possible what you're saying is going to happen. Definitely. I just don't see how. Like, if you're running something, you say, "Hey, we're going to release these 4 films coming up,when and then."
And that's it.
That wasn't the plan.
Oh, obviously it was.
Yeah, that wasn't.
Then why just not scratch the movies?
Then
why waste our time watching this shit?
James took over, dude. He's got his own shit. He's got his own plan.
Yeah, but he has to take the movies that are on here now and kind of like sneak it in. You know what I'm saying? Like sneak in
I hope not.
His universe into it. I think he's gonna open his universe with the Flash movie. I think he's going to open his universe.
Then if he does that, the fucking Aquaman 2 is going to be confusing as fuck. I'm not saying that Jason Momoa is going to come back as a live action Lobo, but
this whole bullshit with Lobo. He ain't coming back as Lobo, dude. That doesn't make no damn.
What I am saying is that I think that James Gunn is going to cast his own Aquaman, and it won't be Jason.
James Gunn, Superman.
Especially if they're bringing in a younger Superman, then they're going to have a younger Aquaman. They're gonna have a younger cast.
Okay,
because they want a long run with these actors.
They did. Okay, so real quick before we go on to our main topic, I did want to show this. I thought this was really good, really well done. This is for Matt Reeves, the Batman. So let's see. Here it is, right here. Oh, I'm the volume up.
Oh, fuck that guy.
That's cool.
It actually works.
Yeah, it That's pretty cool, dude. That is pretty
That's
cool.
the best shot of the whole thing.
That
dude.
was the best one
That's
at
the
the
best
end.
shot, dude.
at the end when they're
Yes,
together.
they all kind of looked at the camera. Yeah, that's it right there. That's
It's like a sitcom.
yeah,
I
that's
thought that was
awesome.
so good. I was like, oh my god, I gotta show that. I don't care if they
Yeah,
hate copyright.
I like
It's so
that. I like
good.
that was good.
So
That's a good
bravo,
segue.
Yeah, bravo to whoever made that. That was fucking
Yeah, that was
badass.
dope.
That was dope. Yeah, so I'm deaded already with the fucking Snyderverse. I'm done with it. Bullshit. Dude.
Okay, so with that being said, let's go to our main topic, which is the topic of hashtag sell the Snyderverse, hashtag lease the Snyderverse, hashtag sell ZSJ, whatever the fuck you want to call it to Netflix. Now, Frank, I know you have some notes on this that you wanted to share with us. So, Frank, before we get into everything else, tell me a little bit about this hashtag, because to me, this sounds like it's not going to go anywhere.
Well, I mean, because from what I've been looking at online so far, just the past couple of days, it's not so much of like an end goal as much as it's trying to raise a discussion about what are the options, what's feasible, what's viable, and so like, you know, I'm looking at stuff like I'm considering what would it take to actually make this happen. Like, assuming, let's say, like, just for the sake of argument, let's say DC Studios, Warner Brothers Discovery said, yes, we're going to do that. Okay, what are we going to do in order to make it happen? So you got the issue of licensing, the issue of scheduling, of marketing, funding, what format it's going to be, whether it's going to be the movies or series format, and then who's going to be funding it, whether it's Netflix or partially with WB or solely on Netflix, and then what benefits can WBD and DC Studios gain from it, like saving money or silencing disruptive fans or gaining goodwill from fans.
But see, they don't care about these fans. They don't.
Yeah. Hey, Frank, are you Egyptian, Frank?
Nope. I'm
the
from New
Nile's
England.
right there. The Nile's right there. That shit ain't going nowhere. There's a river in Egypt called the Nile.
Denial.
It's right there, dude.
The Nile.
Not gonna happen.
Hey, Frank, are your
Enough
legs
champagne
tired?
to fill the Nile.
Because you've been walking through my mind all day long, baby.
Well, like an Egyptian dude.
Okay, so there was an article today. Good God, there was an article today. I mean, I saw one from like comicbook.com, another one from some other wonky websites. But then Forbes decided to release an article addressing this. Now, I know the people out there that are praising this, saying, "Hey, look, we got their attention. You know, we're making headway." But this article really just like made fun of it and said that it's an impossibility. But I mean, I guess attention is attention.
I mean, it's not it's not impossible, but not Netflix, dude.
Okay,
Netflix,
so
Netflix is canceling everything left and right.
Well, the reason why it's Netflix, of course, is because Zach is over there.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's not like it's going to be Amazon, but
it's not like it's going to be fucking Universal.
Well, because they want Zach to be a part of it. It's like, oh, well, if Zach is already over there, then he could just jump right into this, right? So here's the Forbes article.
Like Zach is at PBS. Put the Snyderverse over at PBS.
Okay, so here's a piece of the article where it talks about on the Netflix side. Okay, why would Netflix pay billions of dollars to access the Snyderverse, and then on top of that, presumably have to fund some of the most massively expensive types of movies in existence, superhero crossover films, like 2 Justice League sequel the fans want, and they'd be doing it without any promise of a box office return, because Netflix does not make movies that do lengthy theatrical runs.
They do put them in theaters.
They're not lengthy theatrical runs.
Okay? Yeah, because I don't think if they're gonna do something, I don't think it's gonna be a fucking movie.
Right.
If they make it a series, they're gonna make it a series, dude.
So it says, even if you want to make it, if you want to make an argument that Snyderverse was a financial windfall for WB, debatable, that hinge entirely on those movies being in theaters, and as vocal as they may be, there are not enough Snyderverse diehard fans on the earth that would drive enough new subscribers to Netflix to make this worthwhile content purchase.
Mm-hmm.
While I agree that this is better than a Fire James Gunn movement, yes, I would agree. It is also one of the most ludicrous media proposals I've ever seen. but expect to see it trending often, culminating in what happens to be a big push in February, according to the instructions I'm seeing online. Good luck, you'll need it. So there was a hashtag event on 214.
Stupid.
Look,
Well,
This is-
so
Of course, it's on
come
Valentine's Day where all the fucking nerds, they don't fucking have girlfriends.
on Valentine's Day.
So just so we're not biased, let's see on the Warner Brothers side. Okay, I'll read that one too. Why would they agree to spitting out what would essentially be a competing DC universe to their own freshly rebooted DC universe? What amount of money could possibly make that worthwhile to them? And it wouldn't just be a rival universe; it would be something airing on their biggest competitor's platform. We're talking billions of dollars in terms and making this deal worthwhile on their end. And even
yeah,
then,
but they license more.
It's
They
still
make more money
may not be
licensing.
worth it. But here's the thing: is that if you're trying to reboot your DC universe, you just hire James Gunn and Peter Safran to run things. Now you're gonna let it's not even an IP. It's just you're gonna let them license out the characters to another.
Well, Nicotino, let me give you an example. I don't have to put any money. You're licensing my product. I don't have to put a dime. Let Amazon do it. Amazon just spent $500 million on one season of fucking Rings of Power. $500 million. Amazon can do that.
But
shit.
Zack
They
Snyder's
burn
not
money
at
in
Amazon.
Amazon. Let me give you an example. Amazon does it. $500 million. They could do fucking 20 sequels of that shit.
But not only that, though. I mean, you're talking about
and they're already licensing
Batman movie.
Well, I mean, they're licensing with WB. Now they just made a fucking deal with WB right now. With Amazon for all their animation shit. They can do another licensing thing and do a series there and just finish the damn fucking thing. It's Elseworld. They want to do Elseworld stories. That's what James Gunn said. It's not going to be fucking DC. They're going to do Elseworld like the Joker, like Batman and shit like that. So they're going to do like in my thought process, like, okay, so if you're going to do Batman and the Joker, why not do fucking finish the 2 movies of Justice League? It's Elseworld. Just do Elseworld. Just like, create your own DC. I think if Lamont, seriously, if James tomorrow comes up and says we're doing DCU and we're finishing Zack Snyder's Justice League, I think everybody shuts the fuck up. Everybody will be fine with that bullshit.
Yeah, but they don't care. I don't think that James Gunn cares about that. And that's the thing is that if they don't give a shit, why would they make the time and effort and money so that you give a shit? They don't. All they're going to do is say, hey, look, this is what we're doing. This
because
is the plan.
Because the thing is going to satisfy the customers and people are going to go and watch the other movies. Like
and that
people
makes
that
sense.
are not going to go watch fucking Shazam because of the shit that's happening.
Right, but that makes sense from our point of view, but not really from
That's why they're talking about, the shit with fucking Ezra. Like, oh yeah, no, he's our Flash or whatever, because they don't want to fuck. They're gonna step on their own toes. They're trying to promote the Flash. They want people to go see that shit.
Yeah,
because that money has to fund the new universe.
It does.
I just think that look, you can do the hashtag to create awareness for it. I think that's a positive thing for it. But would they license out the characters to Netflix? No, absolutely not. And because the last thing they want is to license it out. Sure, make some money off of it, make a pretty big chunk of change, pretty penny. But they don't want to license out their characters and watch Netflix reaping the rewards of letting Zack Snyder finish his story. And let's say it's fire. Let's say it's badass because we know it's going to be. Krypton, are you like fighting with yourself? What's going on?
No.
What?
No, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Oh.
To what you're saying.
And so, and let's say they do license it out, right? Not sell it because already the hashtag is misleading. It sells.
Yeah.
You're not going to sell it. Okay, so that needs to be changed like immediately.
Yeah.
But nobody can because they're like, well, we already started it.
Frank is over there writing this down. It's like, okay, I'll change that. And then
I'll change that in my notes.
I'm not sweating. I don't care.
No, but so let's say they do it, right? Let's say they license out Zack Snyder's Justice League, which is essentially licensing out all your major characters to Netflix, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, people were going to argue and say, well, they did it with Sandman. Fucking Sandman. Okay, here's the difference with Sandman. Sandman, you're talking about one character and the characters that relate to him. They didn't even have the rights for John Constantine. They had to use Joanna Constantine twice because they didn't have John Constantine. if they couldn't get John Constantine, you think they're going to license out Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Aquaman, Cyborg, Alfred, Commissioner Gordon, Darkseid. You know what I mean? Like, and the list keeps going. And then at the end of all this, at the end of this whole story, are we going to have other characters showing up, or is it just going to be the characters that you paid for and nobody else? Like, well, where's the Atom? Well, we didn't pay for him, so he's not in the movie.
Yeah. So I mean, they have to come up with the fact that Darkseid is going to be the end game out of all this shit. Right. No matter how it's going to happen, if it's a new DCU, whatever, how Darkseid has to be the last person standing at the end.
Right. No, don't get me wrong. That. I would love for this to happen. I'd be like, fuck yeah, let's go. But the reality is that why would DC, who's now trying to rebuild their DC universe, their DC brand, right? Whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah.
Why would they say, hey, look, we're going to license out and let you guys finish the story that we don't give a shit about anymore?
Yeah. Because all it's going to do is it's going to divide fans more.
They're
going to say, I want more of this universe. And then the other fans will be like, well, I want more of that universe or whatever. It's just, dude, so they know. And even James Gunn said something about, like, I knew I was going to, get into the shit when I took this job. So they know there's going to be a lot of people that are kicking and screaming and clawing and like, no, this can't happen. And just losing their fucking minds. But at the end of the day, they don't give a shit because it's their fucking property and they're going to do what the fuck they want.
Yeah, Ryan, watch when that Man of Steel, that new Superman movie comes out and it's like the best shit since sliced bread and everybody's going to be like, what? Cavill who? Watch when that shit happens.
That's what they're banking on. They're banking on, okay, you know what? And that's why, see, and I put this on my Twitter and all this other shit, but that's why fucking James Gunn went last year and fucking put this shit out so everybody could get all that out of their system and start like, who's the next Superman gonna be? Let's start making some fan manips and what's the S symbol gonna look like? Well, it's not gonna be Zack Snyder, it'll be something else. So what's that gonna look like? And all this other bullshit. They did the same thing with fucking Robert Pattinson. It's like, oh damn it, man, we wanted to see the Batfleck movie. Oh, but you've got fucking Sprinkle Boy getting in there, and then they started making fan manips of Pattinson in the suit and what kind of suit was it and all this other shit, and then pissing off Nicotine because his cowl looks weird and all that, and so they know that hey, all you got to do is fucking just distract and move on, and people are like, they're like fucking cattle, they're going to fucking go with the herd. You're welcome.
Frank. Okay, now Frank, I know you're a big supporter of the hashtag, and that's fine. I mean, do you think that this will really happen?
The odds of it happening, I don't know. I really don't know. It's hard to say because so much of the steps that are needed haven't moved forward yet. It's just an idea right now. And I think back to the early days of release the Snyder Cut, like how things were in 2017, 2018. And it was really just an abstract dream. We didn't know how or why or
but that was already filmed. Like there was film in the can that they were able to use, and so that becomes more of a tangible thing. Like, hey, look, that footage is out there and it exists.
Yeah, but Nicotina, if that shit comes out and it bombs their first movie, that motherfucker's gonna get fired and they're gonna jump to do Snacks that is Justice League. They're gonna jump on it.
But regardless, I mean, it's like the Snyderverse.
WB is so fickle.
How does it being tangible make a difference though?
Because I mean,
you're still choosing to greenlight and fund finishing it, and you're still choosing to license out those characters to be used again for.
Yeah, and
granted, it was their own platform, HBO Max. It's not somebody else.
Yeah, but there's no such thing as canon anymore because we have fucking Joker 2. We have fucking the
right.
There's no such thing as canon anymore when it comes to DC.
Yeah, there is.
Right.
There isn't.
I get it.
So there's multiverse.
Like
so because there's a multiverse, there's an Elseworld. That's where
exactly
incentive or viability for continuing the Snyderverse. But it's the odds of it. It's hard to say. How likely this is, but in order to choose whether it's more likely or not, you just look at what benefits can come from it. What benefits can come from getting this done on Netflix versus not. And when you spend time reflecting, thinking about what benefits can come from it, of finally silencing the annoying Snyderverse fans like us in the comments saying, fuck Elmo, give us Sesame Street, or give us the Snyderverse, Snyder
Right.
cut, to silence those fans so they're not disrupting any other marketing and stuff. Like, because when James Gunn comes around to releasing his own Superman, there's going to be all sorts of comments to every trailer, every post, every poster, every tweet saying, screw this guy, we want Cavill back. That's still going to happen, even though it's going to be 2024, 2025 when that happens. That's still going to happen. But if you provide that outlet through Netflix for the Justice League, then you finally silence those guys and satisfy them and get that resolved. And, that's just one of the incentives, one of the benefits that I could see them seeing as DC Studios and Warner Brothers Discovery. But, the odds of it, it's like, it's hard to tell.
We basically need 30-year-olds, like somebody who's 29 to play Superman, one play Batman, one play Wonder Woman. We need people in their late 20s or early 30s.
Right. Now,
if it's a 10-year plan, we need that shit. We don't need 50-year-olds. Sorry.
Well, that's what you're getting with Snyderverse, but I mean, they're established, so I mean, that's what counts. I mean, look, if this deal were to happen, I would be ecstatic. I'd be fucking through the roof. I'd be so excited. I just don't see Warner Bros. Discovery making this move happen because they want to put this behind them as opposed to saying, hey, let's make some money off of this. I just don't see it happen. I don't see them.
One incentive I would say for them to do this, to instead of choosing that path of, doing a hard reboot, hard cut of just moving on, leaving the past in the past and making a new future. The reason why they should wrap up the story is because this year, whether it's January or San Diego Comic-Con, James Gunn, they're gonna do a whole panel displaying Marvel style, Kevin Feige style, a timeline, a slate of what projects they're gonna do for their 10-year slate and even for the near future in particular. And whether it's Kingdom Come or whatever finale that Gunn has in mind, that they're going to announce some sort of epic finale for their 10-year plan, whether it's Kingdom Come or whatever else. But in order to prove and earn trust from people that is actually going to happen, it's not just going to be a failure on the way over there and leave a story left unresolved, you pay off this story now with the Nightmare, with Darkseid War, and say, you can trust us, we're going to do Kingdom Come because we're finishing the Nightmare now. And that's one way to earn trust in that way. That's how I can see it.
Well, no, and I would agree. I mean, that would be fantastic. I just don't see it happening. I don't.
Sure,
I want it to happen. I just don't see it happening because I don't see them wanting another DC universe competing with their own and to be compared to their own by saying, look how much better Zack's is. James Gunn's universe sucks.
They face the same issue with Robert Pattinson and with Phoenix Joker. That they would
but that's still
compare
under.
those.
I don't see much comparison with Phoenix's Joker.
But still, I mean, that's still
their
under
Harley Quinn,
the same umbrella, So I don't think it's going to happen. I'm going to be honest. I really don't. I think the hashtag is fun in terms of creating awareness for it, but I don't think it's an actual reality. I hope to death I'm wrong because I would love to see it come to fruition. I would love to open up Netflix and see this on my screen and be amazing. Although the description of this is kind of funny. After Steppenwolf's defeat, Bruce returns to Gotham City and
they don't even spell asylum right.
I know. It finds the city's situation in chaos. Several prisoners in chaos. Several prisoners have escaped from Arkham Asylum and caused the Gotham City to become a Royal Rumble arena. No day off. Batman is back in charge of protecting the city. Is a bad description.
Whoever wrote that was excited as fuck.
I know. They probably thought this was gonna be so fire.
They're gonna love it.
This is gonna be so swell.
You will love me.
But look, the article that came out today from Forbes clowned on this hashtag. And realistically, it's that's what it all comes back down to is that everyone's like, oh, well, they did with CW. Well, I mean, Warner Brothers owns CW, so they're not really licensing out much of anything.
Wow.
And then
and they just gave Berlanti a 4-year What the fuck is going on with Berlanti now? They just gave him.
Yeah.
So they're gonna push everything to. I think they're gonna push everything to HBO Max, all their fucking TV shows.
Look at that fucking evil smile. He's up to
yeah. So if anything, he might run.
He's
these
like, you'll love
from
my
HBO,
costumes.
the HBO Max side.
Dude.
The
I think
HBO Max side of things, it could be, but I mean,
I think it's gonna be HBO Max, dude.
It could be.
I mean, if you gave Berlanti a bigger budget, I think he would do a pretty good job. But only time will tell.
He's the guy who leather. Wasn't he in charge of fucking the lightsaber fight scene? Yeah.
Yep. The flash lightsabers. Yeah.
Well, he's not in charge of it.
Well, still,
He's going to restore the Snyderverse.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna happen.
I think they're canceling the Flash. That's gonna be Arrowverse season finale. Series finale, and they're gonna. I think because the reason why I think they broke and they separated Superman and Lois from that, because remember Superman and Lois, even though it's on the CW, it's an HBO Max show, and I think they're gonna cancel it on on CW, move it to HBO Max, and open a new genre through there and do the TV. Because remember, they said TV shows. They said TV shows, movies, and fucking anime. So what? We're gonna only have one fucking DC show.
I think what they're gonna have is you're gonna have DC shows on HBO Max, and you're gonna have DC movies in the theater, and that is it.
You got
as much as I want to see Elseworlds on Netflix or on another streaming service, I don't think they're going to do that because they don't want that competition of their own brand with each other. They don't.
Yeah. Look, I know people don't like the Peacemaker. I fucking love Peacemaker.
I like Peacemaker. I've said that numerous times, so I feel like I'm changing my stance on it.
I really enjoyed Peacemaker, and the fact that it was a movie and it came to TV, they could do the same shit with that. They can introduce the people on the TV series, and then like for example, the Teen Titans, Teen Titans, but like
pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. There he goes.
You know, like they could introduce like
pay the guy
Dark, for example, right? They bring Justice League Dark. They bring Zatanna and shit like that, and then introduce her into one of the movies. You know?
Okay, so here comes Matt Doobie. This is the son of
you need this
of Ryan Zieverfett.
Son of the Bat.
Son of the Bat. That was he actually did the pose for Ryan when he drew the Son of the Bat in Project Justice League.
All right, give me that.
So that was technically
plug it in.
Bam! This is a very
Or can you hear? Yeah, I can hear.
Maybe move the mic closer to him too. I mean, he's got to be able to talk.
Yeah. You can't hear this far?
Can you?
I
hear him?
can. Yeah, we can hear him.
Okay, you can't hear him?
What? What'd you say?
Can you hear me?
Okay, Matt.
What? Can you hear him?
Yeah, right.
Unfortunately, thumbs up. Thumbs up.
Okay, thumbs up.
Hugh Jackman.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so
what are we talking? Okay, Zack Snyder's Justice League.
It's like when you're on the airplane.
Matt, what do you think? Zack Snyder's Justice League going to Netflix, is it a reality?
We're delusional.
I believe it can happen. They just need to have enough money set aside. We need competing universes. Okay,
here's the thing.
Grant Gustin's gonna take over for Ezra in the Snyderverse.
Look, listen. Okay. Integrity 101. Just the other day when they announced that Henry Cavill was out and that they were going to do a new Superman movie and likely reboot all of DC.
Fuck you.
Everybody was like, fuck, Snyderverse is dead. This is bullshit. This is stupid. I can't believe this is happening. Even you were like, I cannot believe they're doing this. Some defeat was in, your vocabulary, to a degree. But this new hashtag, it's almost like, hey, there is a chance. So now everyone's going to run with it. And so, look, like I said, I hope it does happen. But to me, it just seems so far-fetched for that to become a reality. Axel, all the way from down under. Axel, what do you think? Would they ever license it out to Netflix to do it?
It's like you go back to with the Sandman stuff. They didn't even let them use John Constantine. Why would they let them use?
The whole John Constantine was completely different. It was a completely different situation with John Constantine.
Yeah, but they had nothing to do with.
They said he was in Justice League Dark, so they couldn't use.
They couldn't use him because
you can use him.
Abrams had him locked. The character
he hasn't done shit.
That's why they removed him from Legends because he had him character locked. Because remember, John Constantine was in Legends, and they had to kill him.
But you're gonna let. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Cyborg, all them be used. Why you're trying to reboot them over here?
No,
That
because
does not-
it's not a
that makes no
reboot.
sense.
You're not doing anything extra. You're using the same characters. You're
No,
just doing
what I'm
an
saying-
Elseworld story. Like
yeah, they're doing
with
it
the
over
Joker.
there, but then over in DC, over in Warner Brothers, whatever, they're going to be doing a whole reboot of all these characters.
But they're doing that right now.
I know,
Also,
but it
keep
doesn't
in
make any
mind-
sense to me. It doesn't
But
make
Keep
any
in
sense.
mind
they're doing that
also
right now
how
with the
with the
Batman.
finale, it's not like a continuing story. It's a finale, just a couple stories, maybe 1-2 movies. If
Let's just do a whole series.
And hold on, and Frank, you think that people, and just like us, dude, if it's fucking fire, dude, you think people are like, oh yeah, no, stop at 2 movies. No, we're gonna want to continue. Like,
and then that's where the option of the
universes.
series can continue, where you could do a
and-
tie-in stuff like Batman.
And besides, when you
whatever.
say like you guys said that they had to take out Constantine out of Legends of whatever the fuck, like out of that show, and like for J.J. Abrams to use, they're not gonna allow all of the Justice League members to go to Netflix while they're trying to freaking establish that.
No,
Okay,
but
I just don't see that.
so
They're not doing that. It's the same character. They're just continuing that. They're just finishing that arc. Like I said before, right now we have fucking 4 Batmans right now, and they're all existing right now. So I don't understand why it can't happen if they're all.
Well, it can't happen if what's his Dave Zaslav said he only wants to focus on one. And you
No,
still have
I know.
Titans.
That's what I'm saying.
So they're gonna
Yeah,
whittle
right.
that,
but they're not
whittle that
because
down.
they're not because they're keeping this guy. They're keeping.
It's kind of strange because at the beginning of the
just weird.
conversation you were like, yeah, they're not selling to Netflix, they're not doing all that, but yet
Yeah, he's like that
kinda
guy
sounds
from
like
Obi.
you're not
He's like that
talking
guy
about
from Obi-Wan. I'm not gonna help you. Okay, how can I help?
Oh no, I think it's dead. In my
we
opinion, I think it's dead. I'm just telling you. I think.
Oh, I can't do
dead.
that. That's on.
I think they
that's on
should
you.
start
you're
everything
not-
over again. I don't care.
so
Just like I'm not to the point where it was like for 2 years of my life. I was like, oh my
Private
God,
dating chat
oh my
girls.
God. And it's like,
No, I
dude,
love 'em.
I'm over this shit already.
Fuck, they must have followed me.
and we got some
Who
bots.
use
Bots.
like-
69xx.site.
We
Make
don't
sure
have
you
any
like,
mods.
subscribe. Yeah. make sure you like-
I just timed them out.
Okay, so
welcome.
here's a
How many
tweet I
likes
put
on
out
this tweet?
yesterday where it says it's not a question of if Netflix would be interested. I don't think that's the question at all. What you have to ask yourself is, would Discovery / Warner Brothers lease the rights to the biggest DC characters in their library to Netflix? No, I don't think they will. Now, from my point of view, if I was trying, I'd be like, yeah, let's do it. Let's give the fans a conclusion to the story. But they don't give a fuck about us. They don't care. If Anthony was here, he'd say the same thing. They don't give a shit. And Ryan, you've been saying the same thing. He doesn't care. James Gunn doesn't care about.
James Gunn only cares
The only
about his
thing-
own fans.
Yeah,
Like,
and that's
who
the
are
only
excited
reason
for
why
this.
James Gunn is talking to the fucking fans right now, because he knows that he needs to get people on his side and sort of invested in what he's doing. That's why he's clowning or clapping on these
And
morons
Can
or
I
whatever.
can I say
Yeah, go
something
ahead.
about like the Ezra Miller thing, like of him staying? I think that was a fucking that's not happening of him staying. That was
He's
just
staying.
No,
We
Can I
don't
talk?
know that. And
Yeah,
until we know,
until
we know the
it's
truth,
just,
I'm
we're
not
just
gonna
gonna wait
comment
for
on
him to confirm that he's
Yeah.
like, so like people can be like, oh, trust James Gunn. It's like what Anthony was saying like a few weeks ago, like, oh, trust James Gunn. He's clapping.
Believe
on
me,
all these
if this
supers.
movie makes over $1 billion, he's staying. I don't give a crap. He could smack how many girls he wants to. If it makes
Bruh.
over $1 billion, he could smack 20 girls for all they care. He's
Oh my
staying.
goodness!
oh my god!
If
okay.
fucking
All right,
fucking
chill out.
Shazam 2
If that money, if that
made
fucking is
over
a
$1
cash
billion,
cow, he's staying.
they're
you
still
think
not
they
they're
care?
not gonna go back and reevaluate, dude. They're
Dude,
gonna be like, wait a minute, wait. So this made a whole lot of money. We spent a whole fucking shit ton of money on pre-production on this other shit. What do we fucking do? No, they're not gonna fucking sit there and no. They got a plan and they're gonna stick their stupid ass plan.
That's what I'm saying.
Boom.
But we don't know if he's part of the plan. He might be part of the plan.
Well, I mean, right now he's doing his best PR work right now because
Oh
Zach
my
Levi
fucking-
is on vacation with DC Studios
There you go.
co-CEO Peter Safran and his family. So is that the Safran family?
That's the Saffrons.
And
I
he's
thought
like,
they
"Oh,
looked
I
like-
brought."
There's Saffron right there.
There
Right
he
there.
is.
Good old
Saffron.
Peter.
Yeah, good old Peter. He's producing the
Snow.
Shazam 2 movie. So
You see
no
the
shit.
Peacemaker snowboard?
Yeah.
Peacemaker.
Yeah,
Snowflake.
there it is.
Oh fuck.
There it is. And Kate Banana. You know, Kate Banana is going to be big in the Snyderverse.
No, it's a skate banana. You skate on the banana.
No, it's Kate. It's Kate.
Yeah, it's Kate.
No, it's
What
not.
do you guys think about
This is courtesy of Natalia Saffron. So he's doing his best work right now. Everyone's like,
And then
yeah,
Peter
fuck
will go
yeah.
back
What do
to
you think
Zach
about them
and say,
pushing
remember this
Peacemaker
moment
to
They have so
24?
much.
Say,
They have
but-
so much confidence in Shazam 2, they're not going to do any marketing for it.
That's true.
Bingo. Bingo.
They want that universe to thrive.
The
They
Flash
want it
making
to
$1
work.
billion is just like saying Black Adam making $1 billion. Yeah, Black Adam fell
How
hard, man.
dare you?
300
Yeah, and then
20
then when
million.
Aquaman 2 makes $1 billion, then they're gonna keep Amber Heard too.
Yeah. You never know.
Amber Heard is an integral
Yeah.
part of Zack Snyder's
Yo.
Justice League too.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute. Just so that,
Yeah,
that
she would be in Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Mark my
just so
word.
that woman doesn't show up anymore, cancel the whole Snyderverse just so that woman doesn't. I don't have to see that woman's face anymore, dude.
Okay, so
Cancel
gotta-
everything.
Well, that means Ezra needs to go. But
we got about 15 minutes left in the show. I do want to get to 2 more topics, one of which is fan casting. Okay, now
no.
Ryan is a huge fan of fan casting. Okay, so here are some fan casted images of the new Superman and how he might look.
This is what Gunn wants.
This is
Let's
what
go.
Gunn wants. Here we go. Here's this guy. His name was Wolfgang something. I forgot. But I mean, that doesn't look too bad.
That looks like
That's a
That's
that's
a
a good
jawline for sure.
that's a cartoon, right?
No, well, it's AI.
That's
It's
not
AI.
AI. Okay, yeah, cartoon.
Okay.
I
So
don't see
to
it.
me, this is the best looking one. I mean, that looks pretty good. That could be your new Superman. There it is. Fuck. There's
No.
uh,
no.
no, I don't see
Nicholas
that.
Hoult.
No.
Nicholas Holt. There we go.
No.
I don't think so. No.
No.
That
No.
looks
I
dope.
can't have
No,
Elvis
no,
be Superman. No
That
way.
looks
Yeah, but-
dope.
No.
He
He
looks
doesn't-
too
he-
sad.
He looks like he's like Dark Side who?
I know. I can't find nobody. I just want love.
I'm the last son of Chris.
Only you.
Only
No,
you.
not this guy. Fucking hell.
Who's that
That
guy?
guy's all right.
That
He's
guy,
okay.
he already looks like Cavill to me.
Yeah.
He resembles Henry Cavill, and then it's kind of like, well, why didn't you just stick with the fucker to begin with?
Yeah,
Why'd you have to go-
Younger. You got to be younger.
He's got to be younger.
He's got to be
Gotta be
young.
Let's
young,
see,
yeah, mate.
and then I have some more here. Chris Wong put all these out. Which,
Oh,
this
look at
is
Chris.
Ryan's favorite right here.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah, let's go.
Get out of here.
This guy,
Get
I'm
the
sorry,
fuck out of here.
cast
No
this
way.
guy in like any role.
No.
He'll be the new Dr. Fate. He could be the new. He could be the new Black Adam. Let's fucking
Be the
go.
new Harry Potter.
He's the new Harry, he's the new Harry
God.
Potter.
No, I'm
Fucking hell.
good.
You know.
This is
What the
terrible.
fuck
Who's
is
this
this?
guy?
What?
He's like
I
a
don't-
Dean Cain.
Is he upside
Cousin.
down? He's upside
No, that's
down.
the guy from what you call it? Isn't
He's
that
hanging-
G.I.
he's
the
hanging
G.I. Joe
upside
guys?
down.
Guys?
Yeah, yeah, he's
Michael-
thick guys. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's Asian.
Oh,
No,
wow.
we don't need an Asian Superman, dude.
We already have an Asian
Oh,
Superman.
and this is the favorite.
No, no, no.
Dawson and Superman. What's going on?
He's from Peacemaker. This is a vigilante.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
James Gunn's like, yes, there it is.
Yeah.
And he's
Actually, in
gonna
the
cast his
Superman
wife
picture, he
as
looks
Lois
more like
Lane.
the guy that played Moriarty in the Sherlock show. Know what I'm talking about from BBC?
No.
No.
When-
We're not.
I'm just
We're
kidding.
stupid Americans. We don't want to.
All right, so
I'm
I
going
can't look
for
at those
John
anymore
Cena
because
Shazam.
I can't, bro.
it's too
drives
soon.
me
It's too
crazy.
soon. I
Too
can't.
soon.
Too soon. It's too soon.
Yeah, but
It just-
we need like
Did
20.
Gino Carano tell you that?
Oh god.
God.
Okay,
Exactly.
so there was one more thing I want to talk about. Okay,
Oh,
so
good.
if you were to bring back Henry Cavill, okay, so
He's not coming back.
He's
He's
not.
not.
Nope.
I don't
He
think he's
just
gonna
got
come back.
fucking. Oh, he
He's got Warhammer 40K. He's got a lot of shit
other
going on.
things going on.
What's,
but
what's Warhammer? What's that shit about?
It's a video game, I think. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's a
with a
role-playing
hammer.
I know, but is it like with magic and shit, or is it just like
No, you're
war?
thinking
No,
of
it's
with The
kinda
Witcher.
Like, it's kind of like Doom. Like
It's like Doom.
it's like a Doom-esque type thing. I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard to explain.
It's a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah,
like,
yeah.
like-
Look it up yourself.
a lot of industrial like mechs
Shut up,
and
Brian.
cannons and
I play it, it's
guns.
fun.
It's all about basically it's like kind of like Game of Thrones, but with a lot more war. and
a lot less hammer.
And they all hate each other.
40,000.
40,000 of them. 40,000.
40,000 of them.
What do you mean? We must get down.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. And I want to have them answered immediately.
I want to see him come back as Shazam.
Then Shazam.
No, I think and because I want to talk to you before all this shit happened. You know, this whole shit was all bullshit. He was not ever coming back. This was all PR bullshit. A month later, and
the same with Ben Affleck.
He already has a fucking contract with Warhammer. The Warhammer. This was all bullshit. This was like
who knows?
Like, the whole
Illuminati
bullshit. In a month.
Illuminati.
Goddamn sense, dude.
And same with like Ben Affleck directing a DC movie.
That was
bullshit.
PR too. Yeah, it's like we spoke with him, and we think director. Yeah, okay, yeah.
He said be open to it. He said. No, I don't think
he's like. Would you like to be a director? Okay, I'll talk to you later. Okay. That was a hard phone call to have.
I got off the phone with him. He's done.
We're probably
he doesn't want to do it anyway.
Has anybody seen Alan Horn?
I know he hasn't been here a couple weeks.
In this new Superman movie, we're probably going to get James Gunn's wife playing Lois Lane or some shit.
Oh, good God!
Oh,
I hope
man.
not.
Or Wonder Woman. That would be fucking.
She'll be every superhero's love interest. She'll be Mara. She'll be Lois. She'll be Steve Trevor. She'll be
Steve Trevor. Tell you that
she'll be Lobo's first bounty.
But what do you guys think about pushing
God.
the production? They pushed it to 24, dude. Peacemaker.
24. That's coming back.
Oh, that's a great
Peacemaker,
show.
They pushed it. The production to 24.
They canceled it. Okay.
No, they pushed it to 2024. The production.
So they canceled Wonder Woman 3, so we know the gal's not coming back for a third one. James Wan said he's not doing an Aquaman 3, so we're not seeing an Aquaman 3.
The Trench
was canceled
too. When's that coming?
Well,
Who?
So if we're not getting those sequels, so you're not getting the
Okay.
You're not getting anything.
Hear me out. Okay.
Man of Steel 2 was canned.
This is strictly fan theory, but
shit.
And I spoke to Ryan about this, but I thought it'd be a cool idea that if you were to somehow integrate Henry Cavill back into DC in any form or fashion, I think it'd be cool if he is a villain,
like in BVS.
Yes, he is a villain to the new Superman.
yeah. He's like, so that's already been done.
Bizarro.
Yeah, I mean, like, imagine if you had Henry Cavill Superman travel the multiverse.
Didn't Ben Everett's make that?
He made the
yeah. You gotta give him props because
I know he got so mad at me.
Where's the credit?
Henry Cavill could come back as the Crime Syndicate Superman, Ultraman.
But no, I think it'd be an interesting idea if
Henry Cavill is
that'd be dope.
If you had a Kingdom Come Superman travel to the multiverse and he has to battle the new Superman, the new Superman has to stop him. So imagine that, like, in order to. The new Superman has to beat Henry Cavill Superman. In order
Henry
to,
Cavill is not going to be Superman.
himself.
They're going to bring him back as fucking nuclear man.
Nuclear man.
No, imagine if they do.
I would love to see him as a Kingdom Come version of himself, of the same Superman we see here in Snyder.
Yeah, that's been done. It's been done.
CW already
Never.
The CW beats it to it, mate.
Yeah, but
what if they do? I mean, what if they do? The whole Crisis on Two Earths where they have Ultraman and you know, that'd be. And those are the old characters. And those are the old actors are the
like the Crime Syndicate. That'd be
Crime Syndicate. Yeah,
just
old actors.
Oh man, yeah. No, they're not going to do any of that because it would be really cool.
I know. It would be really cool. That's what they're doing.
You know what's funny? That like James Gunn is like posting all this Kingdom Come shit of an old
too
Superman.
Stupid to do something like that.
Yeah, they're not smart enough for it.
Trilogy.
Yeah, okay.
They're not smart enough for it.
You're not dealing with what I would call smart people.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Capable individuals.
How about a rebirth Superman?
Yeah, that's what you're going to get from James.
That's what you're going to get.
What is it?
That's what I'm saying. It'd be cool to see him one last time. Henry Cavill come back one last time.
You did.
Yeah,
in fights
in
and actually be in a
Adam.
movie, not in like a Black Adam.
Just do the Elseworld. Just do Elseworld stories. Do like the Red Sun and shit. That'd be dope.
I was talking to
do that.
They're not gonna do that. I was talking to
I know
about that the other day.
They say multiverse.
It's awesome. It's cool. Of course, they're gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They say multiverse, but they don't actually mean it because they're like, yeah, we don't really
Yeah,
know how to
just
do
no,
that, so
they-
we're not going to do that.
Like-
No, we're not.
Oh yeah, let me
That's
ask
as
my
far as
friend
we'll
Kevin
go.
Feige.
Feedback.
Kevin
Yeah.
Feige, how do I run a fucking universe?
And not to mention, fucking Jeff Johns is there somewhere, fucking running around.
He's
Oh,
running
that's
around- he's
that's
running
Shrek
around.
Looking, that's Shrek looking.
He's gonna do Green Lantern.
He's like, "Ding dong, the witch is done with your witch, sweetheart witch."
Thank you for following through my plan, sir.
Shut the fucking face back.
That's him in the background.
That's him right there.
I know. Thank you, sir, for getting rid of the Snyder verse.
Master has presented Jeff Johns with a sock with a comic book.
That's a clip right there.
What about that shit? You guys so okay, what about that shit? I think they're gonna fucking reboot fucking Harry Potter.
Let's
dude.
fucking
They
reboot
probably
it.
are.
Let's fucking
They're gonna
Yeah.
reboot that
it,
shit
man.
like crazy. They're
Okay,
gonna fucking
so-
do a series
It's
on that.
Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Leviosa.
Okay, you guys, as we wrap things up here, let's go around the horn.
Oh,
Do you
Zebra
think-
Fett, Yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
think?
Zebra
Yes, you're right. No, I mean, this is not like a plug yourself. This is.
I was
Do
doing
you
it
think-
anyway.
You can
That's,
find me
uh,
at Droga52. You can find me on.
I don't remember
find me-
asking you a goddamn thing.
So
God
would Henry Cavill ever return to DC? Ryan,
Yes.
let's start with you.
Oh, sorry.
No, they just fucking they did.
They
what
just
did to
fired him and fucked him
They just
over. Why
fucking
would he come
fired him
back?
a day after he said he was coming back. Dude, he kept saying for a while, I was like, yeah, no, the cape's in the closet, the cape's in the closet. And now he's like, I'm not coming back as Superman. And so he's fucking done, dude. Unless they fucking come out with like truckloads of money, which they're not. And a super apology or
good,
some
I'm
shit
back.
like that, like a super hardcore, because he had to fucking go on Instagram and fucking clarify that he was told to put that shit
Yeah,
out
'cause
there.
He looks
dude.
stupid.
He looked fucking hella dumb. Like, dude, I'm sorry. He announces that he's Superman, and there's more to come, and that a lot of really
Such
cool stuff
bullshit,
is in the plans and all that shit. And then the very fucking next day, they announced James Gunn, and James Gunn knew that he wasn't going to use fucking Henry, but they let him go ahead and do it anyway. So that's why he had
That's
to put that
bullshit,
fucking
dude.
Instagram out there. So
This-
yeah, no, dude, he's not coming
Bullshit.
back. He's doing his own thing. He did Superman. He's done. He's good to go. He's not coming back.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
If he comes back, it'll be in some fucking situation just like Michael Keaton. Because Michael Keaton, he left fucking Batman because Batman 3 started turning into shit, and so he left when Tim Burton left.
Okay.
But
Okay.
Tim Burton did still.
Okay,
produce.
okay. Matt, what about you?
I agree. Next. There's nothing.
Okay,
more to say.
Krypton, what about you?
I think he might come back, but just for like a one-off,
Penis.
Boom, 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 boom.
like a Elseworld.
Axel.
Like if they do like I was
no.
saying before, if they do like
I got like
Red
4
Sun,
minutes.
type of shit.
I got like 4 minutes. Axel, go.
He's gonna blow.
No.
No. Oh, and then what the fuck is this, dude? You got to hold things up.
This
for
is gonna be James Gunn as Lex Luthor.
He already is.
he
Yeah, I
already
know.
is the villain.
perfect.
He's already the villain.
Successfully killed Superman.
Okay.
He did. He
yeah,
successfully
he
killed
successfully
Superman.
killed Superman.
He's like he's the doomsday.
He's like, I won.
I did it. That's how you
It
get
was
things done.
me.
That's how you piss off
Joss
the
Whedon was like, I
fans.
thought I did it.
Yeah. Toby Emmerich was like, I thought it was me. He's like, no, James Gunn.
Okay, Frank, real quick. Would he ever come back?
No.
If he does, it would be like 5 years from now with boatloads of money, but all likelihood, probably not.
Probably not.
Okay, so he will be back for Justice League 2 and 3.
There we go. Okay, guys, that's gonna do it for the show because I gotta go. Let's go around the horn. Ryan, where can they find you?
You can find me right here at Zeverfett on all forms of social media, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all that kind of stuff. Leave me
yeah.
a like and say what's up.
All right, Matt.
You can find me on Twitter at MadMadVids, and then later on the Zeverfed show, we're reviving the channel.
Yeah!
It's fire. Yes, we gotta do a stream.
All right, Krypton.
You can find me in my bedroom watching TV.
Okay.
All right.
You have a TV in your bedroom?
I'm
Axel, go.
Of course, I'm
You can
American.
find me down under.
You must be rich.
You can find me on Droga52. You can find me on Twitter via Axel R. Droga.
Like, you have
Okay,
a TV
What's
in
a
your bedroom?
rerun?
You have 2 TVs?
You'll find out in 30 years.
You actually live in you actually live in an apartment?
Who are you talking to?
All right, Frank, we're going to find you.
At Frank's Fandoms on Twitter.
There it is. All right, you guys. Thank you.
So, Ryan, you opening your channel again?
Yeah, I haven't streamed
Ryan.
in like a couple months.
Yeah.
Yeah, you always on every stream. You always
I'm
say.
here to tell you right now.
I can't do that. All right. I know.
On every stream, you're like,
This could happen. I'm telling you, this could happen.
Okay.
All right, guys. We'll
Yeah.
see you guys
And
next
the
week.
Flash will be the
And we'll
springboard
see
to
you
the next
again.
universe.
We'll see you again on the Four Nerds, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on the Four Nerds Network. Check out Project Justice League on the Four Nerds Network, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Yeah.